Let there be light. So here we have the black diamond spot headlamp. It is 200 lumens. Now you see it inside the box. Now you see it outside of the box. It ought to be the quickest unboxing you have seen. Thanks for watching. This is not just a simple headlamp, it's a freakingly difficult to use headlamp. You almost need a college degree to use it. Don't be deceived by the simple design. There's only one button on top, and on the side is a touch-sensitive button.
There is a hinge so that you can adjust the angle of the headlamp. It is pretty solid, so this is good. The headband is like this.
Some people complain it's not comfortable, but after wearing it for an hour, I feel it's pretty good, so I don't know why they are complaining. I guess they are just whiny people.
Now, how to install the battery? Installing the battery is pretty easy. There's a latch on the left hand side, and you just unbuckle it, and then you will fall apart. So I'm using free AA battery, rechargeable battery. It comes with free Energizer batteries, but I don't want to use those. So for the Cosmo headlamp, people have complained that the latch is too loose, but for the black diamond spot, I didn't notice that it's too loose. And well, obviously this is only made of plastic, so I don't know how durable that would be. But even if it fall apart, you see, it fall apart with the battery inside here. So even if it's loose, then you won't lose the battery or something, and the headlamp will still be working. So you just need to tape it together, I guess, if the latch malfunction. But so far this is good. It doesn't feel too loose, not too tight. It's pretty easy to install. Okay. So why is this freakingly complicated?
The design might look simple, but the appearance is only a deception. But don't worry, even if you are as dumb as a rock, you can still use it. All you need to know is to push the button. Press the button once and it turns on. Press the button again and it turns off. Pretty simple, right? Until you want to do something more complicated. The headlamp comes with 3 lights. This is the main light, that is 200 lm. In maximum brightness, it lasts for 50 hours according to the manual. This is the assistant light. In maximum brightness, 40 lm, it lasts for 30 hours according. Together, they are 240 lm according to the manual. On the box, it says 200 lm only. And the last one is the red light you can see here. So how do you turn them on? Press the top button, the light comes on. And here on the side is the battery indicator. The orange means it's almost low, but since I'm using the rechargeable battery, I don't think it's accurate.
So how long the battery will last? According to the manual, if you're using the main light, the battery will last 50 hours in maximum. But if you use the assistant light, it will only last 30 hours. So this is counterintuitive, because I thought the smaller lamp will actually last longer, but it is not the case. So actually the main lamp will last 20 hours more than the assistant light. Okay, so now let me show you how to use those buttons. So the most simple thing to do, you press it once, you turn on the main light like this. Okay, press it again, you turn it off. Simple so far, right? Now if you want to turn on, if you press it twice quickly together, so it's like a double tap, it will turn on the assistant light. So once turn on this, twice it will turn on this. So you have to press quickly. If you just press too slowly like this, you will actually turn off the light. So this might take a little bit of training. What happens if you press it 3 times quickly? 1, 2, 3. So the assistant light will be flashing and it will blind you. Turn it off, turn it on again. Okay, so now how do you turn on the red light, which is this one? That would be tricky part, because you need to press this button down for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now the red light is on. Now if you turn on the red light, if you press it once, it will turn off the red light. But if you turn it on again, if you press it once again, it will turn on the red light again. So how the fuck can you go back to the main light? That is pretty easy to do also. All you need to do is to press the top button for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. See? Easy, right? Now if you press it once, it will turn on the main light. Press it again, it will turn it off. Okay, now the complicated part.
So how do you adjust the brightness of the light? What you can do is you use your thumb to press the big button, press it down, and don't release it. And as you can see, the light will cycle through the different brightness, dimmer, brighter, dimmer again. See how easy it is. And then when you release the thumb, this light will stay in the brightness like this. When you cycle through the brightness, you will also turn on the assistant light like this. So what is the use of the touch-sensitive button on the right-hand side? So for example, when you are camping, it is dark outside, you turn on the light and you dim it down so you can do whatever you are doing, just like this. It's dim. But suddenly a huge shadow walked towards you from the bush. You want to see what it is. You think it is a bear. So you press the side button to turn on the maximum brightness like this. And you saw it was actually your wife. Now this is embarrassing for mistaking your wife as a bear. So what are you going to do now? You are going to turn down the brightness again. Just like this. So now the light is off. She won't suspect that you have mistaken her as a bear.
How to turn on the lock. So you press this for 4 seconds. Press the top button for 4 seconds. You turn on the red light, and then there's a blinking blue light on the left hand side, and then right now it's locked. So if you press the button now, it will just, the light will blink, but you will not turn on the light by accident. So now your light is safe. So how do you unlock it? You press this for 4 seconds again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seconds. Okay, and then now, but if you press too long, it will lock again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. On. Okay. Now, okay, and this little light on the left hand side is the battery indicator. So the orange light means that this is almost off. But since I'm using a rechargeable battery, so I don't know how accurate that would be. So how do you turn on the red light with flash? So now you press 3 seconds and then you turn on the red light. So now if you press it once, you will just turn on and turn off the red light, right? Okay, So how do you make it flash? Press it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now the red light will flash. Press again, it will turn off. Press again, it turns on, but it does not flash. So 1, 2, 3. So press the button, top button 3 times, quickly, in succession, and then it will flash. So you need to give it a little bit of practice, I suppose.
The biggest problem of this headlamp, I think, is that it does not remember the brightness level you have set previously. Let me show you what I mean. For example, you have turned on the light, okay? It always goes to the maximum brightness. It doesn't remember what you have before. So right now, for example, I turn it down. It is in the minimum brightness. I turn it off again, and I turn it on again. It doesn't show the previous dimness that I have adjusted. It is still in maximum brightness. So I think that is the most annoying problem for the light. But otherwise, it's a pretty good headlamp. And now I'm going to show you the waterproof performance of this headlight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip the headlamp into the toilet to see how waterproof it is. So I'm going to put it there under the water for 1 hour. So this is after 1 hour. It is a little bit smelly, but the light is still working. It's a little bit wet, and I just pee into it. So yeah, it's a little bit yellowish. But as you can see, if I press the button, it still turn on and turn off. So everything is still working fine. It is IPX8, so what it means that it can submerge in 1 meter of water for 30 hours, according to the manual.
So you might want to know, so obviously the top button you can operate it without the glove because it's just a regular button. But how about the touch sensitive button? If you are wearing a glove, can you still operate that? So we are going to do the test. I'm just going to use the nose of a hamster to press it. Yep. It is a little bit difficult. I think you need to, yeah. Okay, it works. It's just a little bit difficult if you're wearing a hamster on your hand. But I suppose it would be easier if you're using a regular gloves instead of this kind of a fake hamster gloves. Right? So it's working, right? Okay. Work, 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 work. Okay.
Has a maximum distance of 80 meters according to the manual, but in reality I think it's around 70 meters in maximum brightness, but that is still pretty good. Let me just show you how well it works. As you can see, the light is pretty even, so there's the brightest spot is at the center. That is very well focused, and it has a pretty wide angle, so you can see the peripheral pretty clearly. So if someone attack you on the side, you will notice it right away. Now I'm going to take it outside to show you how well it works in the wilderness. Okay, this is not really the wilderness, this is just my backyard. So it's snowing, winter is coming. So as you can see, the light goes pretty far. Uh, my camera is not very good, so you cannot see very clearly. I turn off the light now, and if I turn it on again, this is how it see. I'm just going to show you how the menu looks like. So it comes with a big piece of paper with 157 language on there, and one of them might even be English. The good thing is that it includes pictures. So by just looking at the picture, you can figure out how to use the lamp. So you can pause the video now and you can see how it works. It also comes with a quick reference manual, which is just a small piece of paper you can lose quite easily. And you can pause the video now to see how does the headlamp works. So I think that's it for now. Thank you for watching.